Hey, everybody, checking in with Vermont Gran Fondo Prep. This is week 8 of our training program, and we have just finished off the biggest training load that you'll do for the program. So, looking forward to some taper workouts and easing up off the throttle just a little bit and letting all the hard work sink in. But first, let's recap. So, last week was called overreach and event test. So two kind of purposes. Fitness wise, we were pushing a little beyond what we're used to promote a an environment of super compensation or recovery, and really getting your body to adapt to all the hard rides you've been doing. Capped off your biggest training load. So the final test ride, maybe Saturday, if you did it following the calendar, should have pushed you to the limits and really let you also, in addition to fitness, let you test your performance capabilities and all of the things that go along with it, your fueling strategy, your tech, your bike prep. Does it fit right? Do the tires work? And all the things that go along with that, all the clothing options. So there's a lot of things to think about that we've talked about over the weeks leading up to this, and hopefully you've come away with a few minor little things to change to really fine tune your event day prep. So let's dip into. So hopefully that works out. And if you have any questions on or want to share, hopefully you can jump into the Facebook group and share what you learned by testing your event strategies. I think that's helpful when you all talk to each other. So get in there. Haven't seen much of it yet, but hopefully you guys will take me up on that offer. Use the Facebook group. This is called Taper Week. This week, right now, this is the week before the week of the event, and tapering is not recovery week. You should see a very distinct difference. It's not slacking. It is just a strategic reduction in training load, and we're just trying to bring you ready, not slow and not stale, but ready to perform. So you are still training very much, but we're just pulling back a little bit on the volume, but keeping the intensity up. That's kind of the gist of it. And then let me switch over to Training Peaks, and you can see my calendar. Give me 1 second to get it up. Okay, here. So let's look at it in Training Peaks. So Tuesday's ride does have a VO2 max, so more 4-minute intervals. And if you want to see the difference, we did these 4-minute intervals a few weeks ago where there were 5 4-minute intervals with 4 minutes in between. This one has 4 4-minute intervals with 5 minutes in between. So you can see the taper in that, yes, there's still 4-minute VO2 max intervals, and you want to do these at 110, 120%. I'll have them written out in RPE or by feel. They should be max efforts, 4-minute max efforts, but you get 5 minutes to recover in between, and there are only 4 of them. So that's the taper for the Tuesday big ride. And then we go on and do some endurance for an hour and 45 minutes, always working on the smooth, fast pedals and varying cadence, and practicing your nutrition and the positioning on the bike and the breathing, all of the things that make for a good long ride. Tempo, big gear progression is your chance to practice your climbing. So this is these are nice low cadence. This is 10 minutes twice, and then 8 minutes twice, and then 6 minutes twice at a nice low RPMs, but keeping it sustainable. So a zone 3 type of effort where you're focused and you're working. You don't really want to carry on a conversation, but it is sustainable. And again, these will all be written out in the blog. Go ahead and take Friday off, I suggest, and then really bringing the volume down from the bigger week here. So last week I recommended 5 hours and really testing your what you think your event will look like, followed by 4+ hours of endurance. This is really just 2.5 hours and 3 hours. So for a total duration here, there is some sweet spot in the end here. This is kind of strategic. So Yes, an endurance ride and high cadence, but there is some sweet spot at the end, meaning you have two 20-minute hard efforts and working on the durability side of things, or your ability to work hard after a couple hours of endurance ride. Um, that is strategic. Also, the endurance ride here at the end is quite a bit less. So overall week is, if you're following this plan and this volume exactly, just about 10 hours down from 14 plus hours the week before. So should be very doable, very manageable. And then we'll continue the taper on. You can really fine tune in the last week, but that's what this week looks like. And so as far as a what to think about, I think it is good to revisit the demands of the event while you're going through this while you're going through this week. Yes, you should really pay attention to how you're doing fitness wise, but performance wise, and what are the demands of the event going to be. Hang on, let me get my outline back up here. So at the beginning of the program, we looked at the route, and we looked at the hills, and really got a feel for what the demands of the event are going to be, how long it's going to be, how much climbing, and just I think it's a good idea to revisit your nutrition and hydration needs and your strategy. You don't want to come to June 28th and start experimenting that. There's still time to make changes. There's still 2 weeks, 2 full weeks until we get there, but you really want to start getting everything dialed in, plus your pacing, the mental component of the whole thing. You should be feeling more confident now than you were 8 weeks ago. By far, you should be feeling, all right, I've got this. It's going to be hard, but I've got it, is a very good phrase to repeat. And then last, I think I mentioned before, just the gear check, your tires, your drivetrain, make sure your chain is lubed and everything is good. Your kit to fix a flat, you should be competent at that. Although there are aid stations with people out there, it's good to be self-sufficient on a ride like this. Um, all right, so just to recap everything, taper doesn't mean recovery. It is quite different. And then every ride this week does have a purpose, and the purpose is to show up on event day, take all that hard work we've done and turn it into a one of your best performance days, and it should feel really good. So look for the blog, and yeah, post up on the Facebook group, the Vermont Gran Fondo Training Facebook group, and I will see you next week. All right.